Hello everyone, a warm welcome from Alchemist Academy. Today, I'd like to talk about a very simple thing that is associated with your essay writing section. Now, most of you have got issues when you come to time management, especially because of your synonyms. So today I'm going to introduce you to something called synonym approach or synonym matrix approach. Let's talk about an essay question. So there's a very common essay question which is very repeated. It's called, should employers involve employees in the decision making process? I'm not going to talk about the idea part, but I'm going to talk about the keywords and how to paraphrase them or how to use synonyms for the keywords. Now, let's have a look over here on the board. What are your keywords? So if you look at this, it's involve, employees, decision making process, and company. Alright, so let's talk about the very first keyword, which is over here, involve. I want you to think about a few synonyms that are there in your mind just in relation to the word involve. Write them down on a piece of paper. Meanwhile, I'm going to write a few keywords that I know of. Alright. Okay, so as you can see, I've got a few keywords over here. It's called include, engage, seeking, and contribution. Now, let's move to the second keyword, which is employees. Back to the same activity, I want you guys to write a few synonyms of the word employees. Let's see what do we guys come up with. Alright, I got a few more synonyms over here. So I've just written very small one. I can say, I'll add one more actually. I'll just add the word staff. Workers, labor, personnel, and staff. Okay, so this is I'm just thinking about the easier ones. All right, I really don't have to worry about it. Just think about the correct synonyms and think about the easy ones. Let's look at the third keyword. What is it? Decision making process. Now let's understand this. There will be no straightforward conversion of decision making process, so you will have to think of phrases that can replace this phrase. So back to the same activity, you guys start writing it down and I'm going to make a note of a few synonyms over here. Let's do it together. So let's have a look over here. I've just written just two words, decision process or important decisions. Or if you want to paraphrase it, you could use the word meetings, but you have to be very careful how do you paraphrase that into a sentence. What's your last keyword? Company. That's an easy one. Back to the same activity. You guys start writing the synonyms and I'm going to start writing some synonyms here. Alright, so a few synonyms down over here. Firm, business, corporation, enterprise. Alright, now we've pretty much done a lot of synonyms over here. This is more than enough to get you a very high score in your essay writing just for the vocabulary section as well. Now, how are we going to use this matrix? Let's understand this first. Now let's have a look at this. So this is the prime keywords. This is the crux. This is the most important keywords, which says involve, employees, decision making of company. You can use it. Now if I have to use these keywords, I just can't write the word involve. I have to modify the verb a little bit, right? So I'll have to say involving employees in the decision making process of a company. So that's like a phrase. How do I paraphrase it now? Now have a look. Including workers in the decision process of a firm. I can say engaging labor in important decisions of a corporation. I can say contribution of staff towards important decisions of a business, right? So as you can see, I've already paraphrased majority of them. Now, all that I need to do is just like jot down the essay, remember my structure, write down the essay and use these keywords. So your time that you would actually spend for thinking about the keywords, you saved pretty much of it. Now, some of you may have some questions in your mind like, hang on, it's just like 2 or 3 phrases, like I can do that too. So what's different about this? The difference here is you can match the words like a crossword. So for example, instead of saying include, if you feel like you've repeated all the 3 words, you can say including staff in important decisions of a firm. So there you see, you've got a new phrase altogether. If you want to go with a different one, you can say like engaging workers in decision-making process of an enterprise. That's a new phrase altogether. Go with the next one. So you can say contribution of, let's say, labor towards a decision process of a corporation. I've got a few more phrases already. So even though I had like a limited sets of words, the way I played around with them and the way I rearranged them, it looks like you've been paraphrasing a lot. So this demonstrate that you have a broad lexical repertoire, and that is very important when you're writing your essays in your PTE test. Follow this simple trick and you can definitely improve your essay significantly. If you want to know where do you stand with your essay writing, go onto the Alchemist Academy AI software website, click on try for free, and one of our staff will straight away give you an access for 2 days. You can try your essays and see where do you stand. If you still need any more help, please don't hesitate to contact us. Thank you.